Yo, what is up guys? My name is Patrick, host of EDH Brutality, and you're watching a series that just won't die because it's fucking awesome. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for dropping by and your ongoing support. My name is Patrick, host of the EDH Brutality YouTube channel, and you're watching Game Winning Jank, a series in which we discuss 3 synergistic yet janky ways to close out your next EDH match. As always, timestamps will be provided down in the description below. And before we jump right into today's list, a quick and friendly reminder that EDH Brutality is now on Patreon. For 2024, we've got several new tiers available to you, the viewer, that I'm rather excited to share with you all. So if you'd like to get more out of all things metal and magic, feel free to go check it out. Link provided down below. And with that out of the way, we can finally jump right into today's list, starting with a way to kill ourselves. In game, of course, if we have a Mistress Groundbreaker on board for 4 colors mana, this artifact spell reads: tap and sacrifice Mistress Groundbreaker. Target land becomes a 3/3 artifact creature. That creature still counts as a land. Now, it should be mentioned, there are several lands we can animate within the game of Magic the Gathering, but if our objective is to bring our life total down to 0 or near 0, there's no better land than Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb is a land from Tempest that states, tap to add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool. Ancient Tomb deals 2 damage to you. Alone, these 2 cards won't do much, but if paired with a Voltaic Construct for 4 colorless mana that reads, pay 2 colorless mana to untap target artifact creature, we can repeatedly untap our Ancient Tomb to bring our life total down to 0. Now, this interaction alone is funny enough to award an applause, but if you're actually interested in winning the game, it can be done so by playing one of 3 cards. The first being a Soul Conduit. For 6 colors mana, this artifact spell reads, pay 6 colors mana and tap Soul Conduit for 2 target players to exchange life totals. And the idea behind this is simple. Whittle your life down to as low of an amount as possible and simply swap your life totals. We can also do this through Mirror Universe, a 6 colors artifact that states, tap and sacrifice Mirror Universe during your upkeep and trade your number of life points with opponents. For example, if you had 2 life points and your opponent had 10, you now have 10 life points and your opponent would have 2. Effects that prevent or redirect damage may not be used to counter this change of life. And last but not least, the third and final card we can use to get the job done with this Ancient Tomb combo is Near Death Experience. For 2 colors and 3 white mana, this is an enchantment spell that reads, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 1 life, you win the game. Coming in at the number 2 spot in this video, we have a guaranteed win if not countered, making it the easiest combo of today's list, as well as the hardest one to predict. Coming in at 2 colors mana with the setup of a Quark's Thumb, this legendary artifact reads, if you would flip a coin, instead flip 2 coins and ignore 1. And you can already guess where this is heading. We are going to be winning through coin flipping, but not just any coin flip card, no. We're using the sorcery speed card known as Game of Chaos. Coming in at 3 red mana, Game of Chaos has eroded text that reads, flip a coin. If you win the flip, you gain 1 life and target opponent loses 1 life. You decide whether to flip again. If you lose the flip, you lose 1 life and that opponent gains 1 life. And that player decides whether to flip again. Double the life stakes with each flip. And thanks to our Quark's Thumb, it's not too far-fetched to be locked in battle with an opponent until their life total ultimately reaches 0. And last but not least, at the number 1 spot, what is an episode of Game Winning Jank without a way to win with mass land destruction? That's right, starting off with Illusionary Terrain at 2 blue mana. This enchantment spell states, cumulative upkeep of 2 colors mana, as well as all basic lands of 1 type become basic lands of a different type of your choice. And although there are several choices to make in Magic the Gathering, when it comes to basic lands, there's only one correct answer while playing this card. We want to ensure that the most amount of basics on board become mountains. And why just mountains, you may ask? Well, the answer is simple, because our follow-up will be a little white card known as Conversion. For 2 colors and 2 white mana, Conversion is an enchantment spell that reads, all mountains are considered plains while Conversion is in play. Pay 2 white mana during your upkeep or Conversion is destroyed. Now, theoretically, we won't need the Illusionary Terrain to get this combo off. The Illusionary Terrain is simply there to amplify how many lands are affected. And the reason why we need more lands affected is because we're going to be playing none other than Stench of Evil. At 2 colors and 2 black mana, this sorcery speed spell reads, destroy all planes. Stench of Evil deals 1 damage to each player for each planes he or she controls that is destroyed in this way. Each player may pay 2 colors mana for each 1 damage he or she wishes to prevent from Stench of Evil. But even while doing this, 1 damage for each land destroyed is not enough to close out your game, so the finishing piece of this combo is none other than Dingus Egg. Dingus Egg is a 4 colors artifact spell that reads, whenever a land is put into a graveyard from play, Dingus Egg deals 2 damage to that land's controller. And there you have it, folks, a great way to win the game while losing all your friends.
You don't have any friends.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope I was all able to inspire you to win in a new yet interesting way for your next game at Friday Night Magic. One last announcement for you all today before I sign off at the end of the video is that I will be streaming on Twitch.tv starting next weekend on a regular basis. There, you can expect content ranging from Magic the Gathering Arena, spell table matches, miscellaneous horror games, or even meet and greets with viewers. And honestly, it's a great way to reach out, and it's always been something that I've wanted to do, and I'm so excited to present to you. So if that sounds of any interest, you can feel free to swing by going to twitch.tv/EDH Brutality, or even following the link down in the description below of this video, and I hope to see you all there. So that being said, if you'd like to stay tuned for future videos here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell down in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. And as always, my name is Patrick, host of EDH Brutality. I thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.